Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Monday, September 22nd at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. Let me get that little puppy back. It is week 39 of 2025, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 71 degrees with a high of 80 and a low of 66. Welcome to my broadcast. I am here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures, and the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. In other words, I show you what I'm doing, I show you how I'm doing it, and then I explain why I did what I did. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who'll see this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right, we have got a lot to talk about tonight. All right. First of all, let's talk about our buddy colors. Buddy coloring. This is from Fairies and Mushrooms Jubilee. And I just started last night on our hat. Isn't that ridiculously cute? Love it. So we've got that. Then, let me see if I can find the book real quick. Oh, there it is. Fairies and Mushrooms Jubilee. That's the book if anybody's interested. Cute little book. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Okay. Then our next project is from Enchanted. This is by Selena Fenish. We are rapidly closing in on this beautiful project. Our fairy on our tree branch. I think she's turning out beautifully. And here's the book. This is what it looks like if anybody's interested. Beautiful book by Selena Fenish. Okay. Then, tonight, this is a night that we go through and we choose an image for Julie to color, color on Procreate, excuse me. I'll talk about these in a minute. But the books I'm going to choose out of are Puppet People Jubilee and Hobo Life Jubilee. Julie, go ahead and put up the link to your YouTube channel. We'll talk about this in a minute. I would encourage you to visit Julie and subscribe. She's making it a point to help people with Procreate. Okay. Then, tonight, I promised you a walkthrough of my newest release. Here's the unpackaging. Yarn Maidens Jubilee. Isn't that beautiful? Guys, there's the link for Julie's channel. I would highly encourage you to visit. So I'm going to do a flip through of this book real quick. Let me break the spine on it here. There we go. Okay, so Yarn Maidens Jubilee. Let me show you the back real quick. That way you can get an idea about what these look like. Absolutely gorgeous images. Check it out. I love it. Okay. But before I do that, let me start saying hi to everybody. And of course, I'm going to start with asking you to please hit that like button. Let me go back and see who's here already. Julie, hello, Onyx. Onyx, it's your job. I'm going to make you official gatekeeper to keep reminding people throughout the broadcast to hit the like button. Oh, Onyx lost connection last night. Woohoo! Hello, Leela. Speaking of Leela, we finished our little fairy, named her Leela, and if you looked at the posting in the group, I put a backstory on this. In other words, she's a mischievous little fairy. She was running around the field gathering flowers for her hair. She fell asleep. And when she woke up, she had a mushroom coming out of her head. Isn't that adorable? Leela, you're looking adorable. All right. So there's Leela saying hello to her and showing a picture. Angry Bear, hello, Angry Bear. Sherry. Mamie, so glad to see you. Mamie, so glad to greet you. Hi, Mamie. All right. So let me start flipping through this because we've got so much to do tonight. This is book number 164. I'm amazed myself every once in a while when I stop to think about all the books I've got out. Okay, Sherry, you need to have laser focus on this. Mamie says, don't look, don't look. Okay, here you go. So every page is a version of a beautiful woman with crochet hair in some sort of hoop. Sherry's peeking. And you'll notice that some of the pictures, like this one, have wood paneling behind it. Julie, you did this one, didn't you? In Procreate. Hello, Ivy. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Okay, here is this image done in Procreate. Isn't that beautiful? Love the color selection, of course, because of purples and blues. And notice the green eyes. Nice, nice job. So that is this image. Hi, Angie. the colored image next to the black and white. All right. Let's keep going here. Now, notice in this case that the hair is woven. So this is a combo hair and yarn. You'll have to tell me what your favorite image is. Love this one. Excuse me. Now notice that the hoops change. Check out this one with the crochet yarn around the outside of the hoop itself. So the hoop is the yarn. Julie, which one? Can you be a little more descriptive? The one with the yarn around the outside? Here's a cutie with short hair. Check out this one. Lots of wood on the background. Julie, the yarn hoop? Okay. I really like the variety that I've presented in this. Now this one, check out the ocean background on it. So this is almost like it's a mermaid. And this one, short hair, shorty yarn around the outside. Hi, Jackie. Here's a beautiful one. I think this one looks really elegant. Something about part of the face being covered up with the yarn, I think that looks really cool. Now this one's neat. You got your head and a little bit of shoulder. So guys, what do you think of the book so far? Love this one with the sleeve. Make a note about creating a coloring book with a woman holding a mirror with an image inside of that mirror.
Okay, I've created your creative
All right.
coloring book with a woman holding a mirror with...
There's a pretty one. So I think it turned out well. I'm happy with it. Here's a cutie with a beautiful smile. And now that you know how to do African American skin, this would be a no-brainer to do. Oh, I made a double, I think. Let me go back and check something here. Oh, I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. All right, you got a double image. A bonus. Yeah, Julie, the textures on this will be gorgeous to color. That's the point. All right, we're almost done. Here's a cutie with a big smile. And I think this is the last one. Yep. Okay. So again, there are the colored images on the back. Now they make a little more sense now that you've seen the uncolored images. Julie will put the link up to this book again for you if you can't resist. Here's our little shorty haired. And I like this one with the, look at the background. Check it out. Okay, there you go. Now, before I do anything else tonight, how was your day today? Win, lose, or draw? I'm going to say win because, of course, it's an Amazon package. Mamie, draw. Mamie, how is your friend doing? Did they find out what was going on with his illness that was stopping the surgery? Julie, draw. Onyx, lose. Haven't felt well. Oh. Jackie, lose and draw. What was your lose? Mamie, how's Steve doing? Mamie says still the same, no answers yet. Guys, who else? Win, lose, or draw? Jackie says PT for hip, physical therapy, really sore. And Sherry has experienced a win because she's ordering the yarn book. Alrighty. Now let's pick our picture for Julie to work up and procreate. PT is gruesome, yeah, but it pays off in the end. All right, the two images that we're putting up for Julie to color. Oh, Sherry, I know these things. Sherry got her book. She's excited. All right, the first image is out of Puppet People Jubilee. And this book has different images of puppets. Think Sesame Street. Isn't that a cutie? Maybe we should have Julie look at this one to do. So this is image number 1. And the one that I've got is this one with the puppet and the butterfly. So we're going to vote on this in a minute. Image number 2 is from Hobo Life Jubilee. We've popped out a couple of images from this book. And this one is our little hobo girl surrounded by cats. So, voting is open. Number 1 or number 2? I wonder if I should hum the Jeopardy theme. Da 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 da. Jackie says this is a hard one. Da 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 dum. La da da. I should get a little timer that has 15 seconds. Looks like we've got a landslide going on here. And landslide brings me down. Fleetwood Mac. All right, guys, keep voting. Anybody else care to vote? All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. All right, Julie, count up the count up the votes. Oh. All right, it looks like we've got Julie going on this one in Procreate. So Julie, warm up that pen of yours and that pad and have at it. Okay. Lots of business that we handled today. Onyx says I had to vote for the kittens. All right, guys, sharpen your pencils, sharpen your brains. Let's get coloring. So, Fairies and Mushrooms Jubilee. Now, I like to do the skin first, but I did the hat first because I really like the texture. Make a note to create a coloring book about textures.
Okay, I've created
All right,
a script. It's
so
called create a coloring book about textures.
let me get my little eraser. Let me get my brush. Let me pull my flush tone colors. All right, looks like this one is popular. Is today the first day of fall? Oh, Onyx, you're absolutely right. Today is the first day of fall. Happy fall, everybody. Now, you guys can see why I like this method of gluing the colored pencil to a regular pencil. Look how much of the teeny tiny is left. Not much. Now, I will be doing a demonstration on how to do this with your pencils. It's not hard, and what it requires, you need to purchase a couple things, but you need to sit down some evening and take all your shorty pencils and glue them up. I'm really surprised that nobody on Facebook commented on that today. That it's the first day of fall. Mamie's going to go to Kentucky next month, and she's hoping that the colors will be beautiful. Oh, Leela. Sorry you have to go. Leela, you just got here. Well, Ivy, it takes a little bit of effort to glue the stuff together, but in the end, it's great. Like I said, you need to have a gluing party. Okay, I mean, look. Look how short these pencils are. Yeah, maybe I would think the Pennsylvania would be another nice area to check. Maybe you should go to Gettysburg sometime. So anyway, I will be putting together a demo on how to put this stuff to put these pencils together. And it's not hard. Like I said, it just takes you sitting down some evening and dedicating an evening to it and doing a boatload of all your pencils. I have a bag of shorty pencils that need to be glued. All right. Let's get coloring. Let me swatch my pencils for you. There's my dark. There's medium. There's my light. And Onyx is telling everybody to remember to hit the like button. Now, while I'm thinking about it and doing it just because, I want to do a shout out to Luann Swift and her daughter Laura, who like to watch this broadcast the next day and color together. She says, my daughter Laura is interested in coloring and art. We recently took art classes through community education painting, community education, painting a picture of French artist Henri Matisse. We had a blast. Laura and I have been watching your channel. We started coloring together. I like to take my time when I color and select the right pencils. That's why I watch you on YouTube the very next day. That way I can rewind the video and get the colored area perfect. Oh, Sherry, I've got the glue. I've got a glue that I recommend. It is really good stuff. I'm still working on purchasing a new printer so I can print your images at home. In the meantime, I am purchasing your books from Amazon. I have to be in agreement with my husband on the printer thing. Well, I will say TTFN, ta-ta for now, as Tigger from Winnie the Pooh would say. God bless you, ILene, and your channel. You truly are a blessing to us all, and I don't know what I would do without you. Love, Luann Swift. Thank you for the beautiful note. All right, let me look up the name of the glue now so that you guys can do this. Give me a second, I'll get it to Julie. Let's see here. I don't think I gave it to Julie earlier, but I will now. And I'm also going to give you a link to a miter box and a saw that I picked up. It's craft size. Let me show you the glue. It's called DAP Weldwood Fast Curing Wood Adhesive. Cures in 30 minutes. Repositionable up to 3 minutes. And Julie also put up the link to the bulk number 2 pencils unsharpened. And then the other thing that I'm going to be talking about is this little teeny tiny 6-inch miter box. And there's a current sale on this. It comes with this saw. So this is the stuff that we're going to be using. Now the neat thing about this is the handle is detachable so that you can put other blades in it. Whoop. Let me put this all back together. And hopefully I can do this without cutting myself. That is sharp. I'll probably do this demo tomorrow. All right. So here are my colors for my skin tones tonight. Oh, Ivy, it is perfect for crafting. So again, here's my dark. My medium. And my light. See, Ivy, you learn really good things by watching this broadcast. Alrighty. Now, there's a couple ways that you can color faces. I've mentioned this before. When we have our dark, medium, and light, we can take our light pencil and go over everything to start out. And then start layering the pencils from there, bring in the medium, and then the dark shade. I'm going to go ahead and start up on the light. Don't forget your paper towel underneath your hand. And I accidentally picked up my medium. Oh, I understand that, Sherry. All right, let's try this again. Maggie, how is Allie doing? Her surgery is this week, isn't it? I believe you said Thursday? All right, let's try this again. I'm coming in with my light. Hello, Jonah. So I was right. Her procedure's Thursday and she's doing okay. Good. Okay. So like I said, I'm doing this just a little bit differently. Is instead of doing the entire piece with my light color, I mean everything, I'm just going through and doing my lighter areas with my light color. Either way is fine. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Now, if you're new to the broadcast and you have questions about grayscale, ask. Basically, in a simplistic nutshell, you pick your light, medium, and dark pencils. So this is what I did with my skin colors. And then on the light part of the gray, you use your lightest pencil. On the medium part of the gray, you use your medium. And on the darkest part of the gray, you use your darkest color. All right, Onyx broke out the tacos. Isn't that beautiful? Let's go up to the ear. Hi, Kathy. And let's go down to the hand. Let me sharpen here. All right, there's our light color. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Or are you waiting till tomorrow? And if you're not coloring this, what are you coloring? And if you aren't coloring, what you doing? Onyx is watching and chatting. Okay, now, this is where I pull out my picture for you. This is from the TV show Columbo. This is a really good representation of where to shade on a face to give it your depth, dimension, and detail. So you know I showed this once in a while, and my suggestion to you is take a screenshot. Let me get my thumb out of the way. And I've got another one here. Do I not take care of my peeps or what? Okay. So hopefully you took the time, you took the picture. We're good to go. All right. So there's my light color. Now I'm going to come in with my medium. Kathy, you're welcome. And I want you to notice that I am slightly coloring over the edge onto my light color. Why? Because we need to have that blended. Now let's get this little tiny area in between the hair. Again, this is my medium color. How pretty is this? Hello, Kitty. And let's go up here. And on the nose. Kitty, what's called the pumpkin spice cafe? do a little bit of a finger blend, and then I'm going to come in with my darkest color. Oh, the book that you're reading. Gotcha. Kathy, book club tomorrow night. Okay. Thank you for letting us know. Okay, now, darkest color. Let me turn this. And I'm also going to use my darkest color on the eyebrow on the left eye as well. On the eyebrow. Okay, up into the ear. Here's our dark. And the medium. I already had put the light. And notice how I'm blending over the dark with the medium. Ivy, good night. How beautiful is that? Creak. Okay, I was just getting a drink of water. Now, let me come in with my medium on the eye. Lid. And then we need to do down on the neck. So that'll be the dark. Now be sure that you get in between your hair strands. That'll make it look really cool. Okay, let's do our lips. Hold on here, let me grab something. Okay. Now we want to come in with a light pink for our lips. Jackie, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy Jackie, sleepy Jackie, purr, purr, purr. Okay. Light pink. what's the next color that we put on top of the pink? Somebody tell me real quick. Onyx says, for anyone that hasn't clicked the like button yet, please do. It helps people find the lives. That's right. Kathy says white. Nope. Not white. Not yet. And the answer is flesh color. You want to dull down that color a little bit of the pink. And then we come in with our white on our highlight area. There you go. Now, let's finish up the hand with our medium and our dark color. Here's our medium. And then a little bit of our dark. Maybe that's right, the flesh color. How beautiful is that? And then I'm going to come back with my medium and just smooth out that edge, that transition. How cute is our little girl here? Okay, I'm going to go back up to the chin. I'm going to very lightly put in my dark color over the top. In the nostrils. And I'm going to add, it's not in the grayscale, I'm adding this, I'm going to add a little bit of of my darker flesh color underneath the eye. All right. Isn't that beautiful? And then we'll blend that out to the cheeks. Oop, went a little too far, sorry. Okie dokie. Let me pull out. Let me show you how adorable this looks. Let me take a drink of water. Any questions? All right, cheeks, pink. Now, when you're doing something like the cheeks on this, you have to distinguish between putting makeup on and adding a natural flush. We're going to add a natural flush. Don't go crazy with your pink. And what I'm doing is I'm building up that color until I get it to a point that I like it, the intensity. Notice how I'm adding it, like I said earlier, gradually. You don't just come in gangbusters and put this on here. You want to build up that color because that allows you to get it to a point where you feel that it looks good on the skin. Little finger blend there. And then I'm going to put a little pink on the ear. Now make sure that the pinks are balanced on either side. And again, notice how I'm not rushing to do this, to shove in the pink. I'm building up my pink until I get it to where I want it to be. Any questions? Now I'm going to put some freckles on there. You can do anything from a light brown to a medium orange. And a little bit of a smudge. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the nose. Any questions on the freckles? Ridiculously cute. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay. Hi, Lori. All right, I just had my brown pencil and it disappeared on me. All righty, let me find another brown. Julie, are you calling it an evening? Ah, you keep falling asleep. Yes, Kathy, my pencils have legs and they do love playing games. Okay, now I'm going to play around with the hair a little bit. And I'm going to make a wheat colored hair. So I'm going to start out with my light brown. This is my cinnamon that I love so much. And that is a Faber-Castell 189. All right, I'm going to start in the back area here. And on the dark areas of the hair, I'm going to use the cinnamon. Now, don't put in too much of the cinnamon. And then I'm coming in with an ivory, Faber-Castell 103. Another one of my fave pencils. Hey, Janie. And we're going to take that Faber-Castell 103. Let me go up to the top, though, of the hair here. And I'm going to blend over the top of my cinnamon. And on the uncolored areas of my hair. I accidentally picked up a little bit of my pink. Okay, then we're going to move down to the hair underneath the ear. And notice how that ivory brings in a really nice wheat colored hair. Isn't that beautiful? Now, what do I always tell you when I'm doing something like this? Trust the process. The hair color is going to stand out beautifully when we get our colors around the strands. Right now it looks a little wonky, And this is where a lot of people would say, oh my gosh, my hair didn't turn out, I ruined it. No, you got to give it a chance. All right, let's do the other side. Just a little bit of the brown. Which is actually my cinnamon. And then our ivory. Any questions? Now, tomorrow night when I do this hair, I'm going to come back with a little bit of gold. A goldish brown. But for now, I'm leaving it like this. Okay. Next project. Enchanted Fairies, or Enchanted by Selena Fenish. My moderator had to step away, so if you want the link to this, you need to scroll up. Okay, Kathy, thank you. Onyx is my greeter. She welcomes people back. And she also reminds people to hit that like button. Okay. Blending pencil. I need to just take my brown and fill in an area that I missed. Sherry, good night. Now, I'm going to come through with my blending pencil and I'm going to blend my tree. Sherry, Onyx will escort you to the door. All right, check out how this blending is making this look nice and smooth now. How beautiful is that? Now, I'm not too far away from finishing this. And again, just like your regular pencils, to keep your point, when you lift up your blending pencil, turn it. Guys, blending is the name of the game. What do I always say to you? I would rather have you have lousy color choice and excellent blending than excellent color choice and lousy blending. Blending is the #1 skill that you need to master in adult coloring. All right, let's take a look at how smooth this tree is looking. Creak. Okay, let's get our brown on the other side. And let me get this brown area that I missed, that now sticks out like a sore thumb. Oh, how beautiful is this? All right, let's go back up by the leg here. I'm just doing a combination of my dark coloring and my pencil blending. Oh, beautiful. Let me pull out. Okay, now I've got a boatload of flowers here that we need to deal with. Hold on a second. And I'm going to come in with an alcohol-based marker. After I clean up the pencil shavings that I just dumped all over my desk. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to make those flowers red. And actually, I'm going to opt for a lighter color. I'm going to go with a pink. Oh yeah, that'll show up beautifully. Here's the pink that I'm going to use. And this pink will show up beautifully. And guys, Onyx is going to remind you to hit that like button. It's not for me. What it does is that it makes this broadcast visible on YouTube so that people who are looking for the company can find us and have a place to go. Now, I'm just adding the pink to these flowers in her hair. And as I mentioned, I haven't finished her hair. Okay, Maggie, thank you. How pretty is this? Okay, now we've got these same flowers around our fairy's dress. So again, alcohol-based marker, because it'll give us that really rich color. Now, notice that I haven't finished doing her makeup or her lips. And also notice that I'm going to do her nails in this pink as well. Oh, this is so pretty. Let me pull out. Creak. Mamie, good night. Rest up. You are under a lot of stress. Recharge your batteries. You can't think straight when you're under stress. Okay. Black Sharpie marker. Each flower that I just colored pink, I'm going to put a tiny dot of my black Sharpie marker. Okay, let's go to her dress. Same thing. Let's see here. And let's move down her hair. Whoops. And let's go in the upper right hand corner. And just a couple more and we'll have all of these done. And now you'll notice that our flowers stand out beautifully. Okay. Now I'm going to pink up the cords that are hanging our bells. And if you're careful about it, you can get that loop right there and have that still show up. Which I think is pretty cool. All right, let's do our next one. And let's get our blue in between here. And then our pink marker. Any questions about how I'm doing that? Take your time. All right, let's work our bells on the bottom. Again, we've got our blue in between the loop. And then our pink around it. Hold on, moving camera. Don't get dizzy. And then we've got this one. How pretty is that? Let me pull out. We have 20 likes and 20 hugs. All right. Oh, I missed a chord. I did. Guys, remember, you're not doing these likes for me. You're doing likes to have YouTube suggest this broadcast to other people. And there are a lot of people out there that are looking for coloring help, or they're just looking for simple companionship. All right, I'm going to make these bells silver. So I have a metallic silver pencil. And you know me by now that I'm not going to come in and just color this one shade of silver, right? We'll come in with a dark gray. And we'll outline that bell a little bit and shade and shadow it. Let's do the next one. Metallic silver. And then our gray. And then we'll go to our next one. And our shading around the outside. And then our next one, which is down at the bottom. Again, our metallic silver. And then our darker gray. Okay, now let me give you a lay of the land here. Take a look at that. Now let's go ahead and get her face detailed. We'll put a little color in her cheeks. I'm going to start with pinking up her lips a little bit. And I'm going to turn her image this way. And I'm going to come in with a light brown eyeshadow and toning of the skin. So we'll catch the eyebrows and the lids and the skin. Now, don't forget that you're going to do your little area, your little U underneath the eye. And blend that out. And then I'm going to come in with a light pink, and we're going to go ahead and give her some color. Now, where else do we put color for the cheeks? And while you're thinking of that answer, I'm going to come back in with my skin tone, and I'm going to go over the lips, and that's going to mute that color a little bit. We're not applying makeup. Okay, Janie, I'll take a look at it. Guys, where else do we put on her neck? Thank you, Kathy. Exactly. We want a little bit of the flush of that pink on the neck. Isn't that pretty? And if you get a little too much pink, which I did, just knock it down with your flesh color. All right. Onyx, good night. I'm on for another 7 minutes. Okay. And actually, I think I'm at a good stopping point. The only thing that I have to do is finish up the hair, and then kick up our background a little bit. I think she's turning out beautifully. And again, notice the lightness of her coloring and the darker area around us. That was deliberate. I could have made this tree a lot lighter. Okay, we got a lot done tonight. So we worked on our fairy sleeping on the branch. We started up our coloring of our fairy sleeping on a pillow. I did a walkthrough of my newest release, Yarn Maidens Jubilee. Beautiful, beautiful images on that. And we picked out a Procreate picture for Julie to do. This is a really neat little book, Hobo Life Jubilee. The other image that was in contention is out of Puppet People Jubilee. And that was our image with our little puppet interacting with our butterfly. We got a lot done. Okay. So guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Love on each other, that's what we're known for. I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. I'll be continuing on this image, finishing up this image, and I'll be announcing the next image that we're doing after Enchanted. Okay, guys, take care. Love you bunches. Love on each other. That's what we're known for. All right, guys. Till tomorrow night, then. Bye.